Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for joining me again. Doug Wolf, Wolf's Den's Forge. So, today I would like to talk a little bit about being able to isolate material off of a solid bar without wasting any, as in if you want to forge multiple knives out of one bar of steel without having to have any extra cut off. So, that being said, let's get into this. Okay, let's say you have a bar of steel like this. This is an inch wide by over quarter inch thick, 1095 high carbon steel. Let's say you want to be able to forge multiple blades out of it. In order to be able to forge out multiple blades, what you need to be able to do is isolate your material and stretch it without actually having to chop any pieces out and waste any. And that's what we're going to do today. Alright, the first thing we're going to start by doing is drawing down our table for our point. As you can see, there's a little bit left over here from the last blade. Start by working over the edge of the anvil. To be. I'm thinking somewhere about there. Basically make a mark on the steel. You can see where I got a little bit of a set down right there, half on, half off. I'm not going to be really working on this a whole lot right now on this heat. Right now I want to mark it, define it, know where I'm at, make sure I've got everything nice and straight here before I start setting down. Now, if you've done simple basic leaves, one of the very first things you're going to start learning how to do, you draw out your little point on your diamond, and then you set down one side of the bar like that, then set down the other side of the bar like this, so you can work with your blade facing up here, or work this way with your bar facing down and not be smashing either one of the anvil. The exact same idea of what we're going to be doing here. Alright, find my mark, the edge of the anvil, half on, half off. Alright, as you can see, I have a very clearly defined set down right behind where the edge of my blade is going to be, right? Starting the transition from the handle into the blade. Alright, just like before, back the anvil, find my mark. I'd like to define this a little more, so I can more easily see what I'm doing. Come over here, I'm going to be setting down both opposite sides of the bar. Flatten this out a little. I'm kind of waiting. Alright, that's getting too cold. Like anything else, you want to go check it back, smooth it out, planish it as you go, because any small errors that are not corrected as you go will magnify later on, become massive problems. Okay, so as I was talking about before, now you can clearly see I have a nice set down in this area here. So I can be forging this side of my handle and not disturb this end of my bar. Conversely, I can come over here, forge this tang out here and not disturb my blade. Now, things you want to watch out for that I am actually starting to have a problem with right now, which is going to have to be corrected the next heat. When I set this down, you see how sharp this corner is. This is a problem. This will become more of a problem later on. I left myself a lot of room here. I'm still pretty good and thick. I can go back and correct this on a much more radius part of the anvil and make that round. Any square corners will become cracks. Not just later on in the heat treating process, they can actually start becoming cracks now during the forging process, so you really want to be careful. can see I got my little square corner there nice and rounded out so it looks better. So that's a good start to the tang. As I draw it out, it's actually going to become about twice as long as that, but we're going to put a nice big swoopy curl and a recurve back on it. Next, beveling. Alright, I've reset the camera. Hopefully you can see me beveling a little bit better. The trick to beveling, use a round hammer, set your steel up at the angle you want your bevel, and start at the edge of the anvil. See there? Flip it over to the opposite side. The trick here is to keep your angle consistent and to hit on the same amount of times on each side as you draw your bevel out, keeping it even. You can see this is only an inch wide bar of steel, but it's going to get considerably wider as I draw this bevel down. Okay, back to anvil. I can look at the angle that I set my previous hammer blows on my bevel. Kind of follow it along a little bit. As it starts to get dark like that, I'm going to hold out the anvil a little bit. The heat soaks back into that edge, so I don't crack anything. Alright, starting to get a little on the cool side. A little bit more heat to soak back in there. You'll see it change color a little bit. It's not going to come back with the forging heat, but it'll get warm enough. Just nudge it back over just a little bit without being afraid of cracking it. Alright, here we go again. And I do have a step anvil that I can be doing this on. But I want to do it this way to show you that you don't need a step anvil. As a matter of fact, you don't need a real anvil. You can be doing this on a 3-inch thick block of steel. You can be doing this on a railroad track. Don't get excited. Now, 1, you can see that the blade is curving back up. 2, the spine is curving a little bit. One of the reasons why I start with such thick stock is as the spine starts curving this way and I want to straighten back out, I can very lightly forge along the spine of the blade and push it back down relatively straight. I can get Yes, I'm forging on the spine where it's still hot. I'm not really forging because I'm just giving a little bit of a planish and a tickle. Alright. Coming along. Almost there. Alright, something I want to talk about really quick in between heats while this is warming up. In order to bevel a blade like this successfully, and not drive yourself crazy by having to go back and fix what you're doing constantly. In basic forging, we talk about making fish scales with your hammer, right? So round face the hammer, when you hit it, you make a round indent. You want to cover it half with your next hammer blow, thereby pushing the metal a little bit farther that way. And then cover this one by half, and cover this one by half, and cover this one by half, and cover this one by half. So it looks like fish scales lined up. So you'd be hitting this dot, and this dot, and this dot, and this dot, so on and so forth. Just overlapping it enough to where you're smushing the metal in the direction you want it to go. As opposed to hitting over here, then you have 2 through dents with a big high spot in the middle, and trying to fix that high spot where you're filling in your dents and pushing your metal all over the place. This way you can get the maximum amount of movement out of your hammer with the least amount of effort. Straighten my spine a little bit. So although it's mildly frustrating that you'll lose heat so fast on a thin surface, it does heat up really quick. So it makes for less time in between heats in the forge. However, by no means does that mean there's any time for dilly-dallying between heats. Like when it's warm, flat face of my hammer to do this. I'm going to switch to the round one just down here, just to get this down where I want. Now, you see this steel curling up over like that? It's starting to curl over like this. If I allow this to press down and fold over in on itself, when I forge that out, it'll become a crack. A crack that can travel along the blade, become a fracture, snap pieces off. So you want to straighten that back out. Obviously, see, I'm still a little wiggly. I'm going to come back and address that now. I'm pretty straight along the back. I'm not perfectly straight. As I push my bevel back out, it'll come out. One thing I want to address, there are reasons why you do your bevel at the edge of the anvil, right? So you can push the material out. You're actually kind of working like this. You're using this edge, the flat of the anvil, and the edge of your hammer, although I'm using the round face, to push it all down into a V shape, right? You can do this out on the face of the anvil, and I see people do it all the time. The painful thing is when they miss, and they take a shot right out of their anvil, and they leave it dented. If you're out here at the edge, and you miss, the worst thing that might possibly happen is you might put a ding in the edge. Usually you don't. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you might put a ding in your hammer. So this is why it's much better to do your bevels at the edge of the anvil, not on the face. Not in the face, not in the face. Press my tip a little bit. was I took the flat face of my hammer right here at the edge, and I pushed, forged, and pushed down this way. So as I was hitting, I was using a motion like this, right, on the edge of the blade. That's what straightened out a little bit straighter. I'm going to do that one more time next heat, and get this finished so I can move on, because I'm really dallying too much on this end. Anyway, the reason for that being, well, I throw this back in the fire. Get in there. The reason why you make motions like this on a blade or a hammer, you might see some people do this when they're doing tapers. If you watch my silver ring video, you'll see me doing that on the edge of the taper. It's like, you know, English on a cue ball. By creating that bit of a friction on your piece, by forging, you know, obviously by hitting with a hammer, you're forging down into the piece. By pushing it this way, you're using the friction of the face of your hammer to also just push some metal down this way as if you were smearing clay with your hand. And it's a pretty damn effective technique. You can use it many different ways. You can do your hammer sideways off anvil. Some people do that when they're drawing tapers. There's many ways to do it. Just like this is what I did. See how quickly that came to a nice sharp point. Leave it out of the way. How do you do that? Got my hot steel, grab my handy dandy hot cut. Yaw. Start cutting. I want to try and roll this around. Try to cut towards the center of my bar as opposed to whacking straight into it. It can be sometimes a little more difficult than you would expect, but I find you get a better result this way. And lessen the chances of hitting your hot cut. Now that I'm mostly down there, I'm going to grab another pair of tongs, wiggle this off, and you may notice the end of that bar looks suspiciously familiar from exactly how it looked when we started. That's how it got that way. And here we go. You know what we're concerned about right now? It's drawing out like our tang. You see how much wider that just got. Nice fish scales going. Nice even. Same on the other side. This is as even as I can get it. Back to the top. Let's see how much thickness I gain. Just a little planishing. Just a little planishing. Alright. So, steel and my I turned the camera off on that last scene. So maybe I'll leave the vile joke that I did in there. So here's a little something I should address that was taught to me by an incredibly brilliant student by the name of Brian Brazil, that I don't practice often enough because some days I'm not as smart as I like to think I am. That being, as I mentioned earlier, you can really keep a heat in a piece of steel. One of the ways he does that is he keeps his hot steel off the anvil unless he's actually working on it. Again, trying to check back my wiggles and wobbles, all these other things. Does it work? I draw my nice hot steel on the anvil to conserve a little bit of heat. Like I should have been doing the entire time, but I'm a terrible person, so I don't always do it. Alright. just roll this. And I'm going to roll this way. So nice little curl. And again, you know, doing this pulling action with my hammer gives me a nice little curl like that. Press this a little bit. Just a little bit. Just down a little. Hot. Start all the way down here by the blade. It's easier to do this if you have better tongs. I'm using kind of crap tongs for this one. The important thing is to at least be able to hold on to it a little bit, kind of, sort of, unlike what I'm doing right now. It's gonna sometimes want to roll over on it. It's been overall easy. Gentle. My touch mark. And there we go. Alright. There it is. In another video, I'll go through the normalizing, tempering process, and then show you how I do a Scandinavian grind, a single edge bevel, all the way down to the edge on this exact one. Here we go. This is how I forge out an herb chopper. This is also how I do it out of one bar without having to cut anything and have any wasted pieces left over. So, thanks for joining me. Questions, queries, anything like that, snide comments about my mother, leave them below, and I'll get back to them. Thanks, guys.